the best for this game because of not having content at all for a really long time. And then just having something like extreme trial and something like that, that's just really stupid and bad.
You know, I love how the higher level players bitch and moan about the game when in fact they really have no right to bitch about the game. It's your fault you basically did everything. Like that's how the video game maker feels it. I don't feel that way as someone who has literally reached endgame. In fact, they really have no right to bitch about the game. It's your fault you what the hell? Oh, I didn't know that. It's your fault you a lot of video game makers will say, you know, it's not really our fault you got through the game really quickly. It's not our fault this, that, and the other thing is happening. We literally have set this here because we want you guys to have fun with the game, but there's nothing we can do when you guys finish it in like what, 10 minutes? I mean, I guess you guys could do challenges, but
Well, that would be the only thing that we could do, like doing the whole tier as like an off class or anything, to just completely suck at doing it and then having a laugh about it because you're not as focused about your damage and stuff like that because you already know you're gonna suck.
exactly.
Uh, but yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's as most video game companies say, it's up to you. It's up to you to find fun in our game. We don't necessarily, hell, actually, necessarily, they don't. The person who makes it could have years ago said, you know, fuck this game, I'm going to make a different one. But
Why? It's too profitable to abandon it.
um, I mean, tell that to a lot of video games that get abandoned even though they're profitable. That's the thing, is that there's a lot of games that in later years people wonder, you know, this game is great. All there needs to be, this game is great. There's a whole shitload of shit to do here. It's just that, you know, you can't get past this part without having a friend, or you can't do this, you can't do that. And it's like, a lot of video games in general don't suffer from not being popular. A lot of video games suffer from the, you know, the developer giving up on it. Like, hardcore giving up on it when there's no reason at all to give up on it. Like, you guys are, I'm going to be honest, Final Fantasy players are lucky that the game that you guys play has not been, you know, shut off because you've pissed off the dude, or hasn't been
Uh,
oh, sorry.
well, it's no fun playing this game without a static because playing it with randoms is basically not doable. Not in Savage or anything. It's just torture. Uh, I don't know. It's kind of on the developer's responsibility to create content that won't get stale or like won't that you won't beat that fast. Yeah, basically there for a long time.
Yeah, I get what you guys are. I get what you're talking about, but at the same time, you can't appease everyone. At the end of the day, the at the end of the day, the game that that you want and the game that the developer wants are two totally different things.
The thing, the thing is, the thing is, they're designing this game for casuals because there are more casuals than hardcore players in this game. But I feel like the hardcore players actually care about what happens in the game, and the casuals are just taking anything as it comes out because they don't care.
Like, I get that, and I get a lot of why a lot of um the higher level players feel like that. But at the end of the day, it is better to go with the fan base that
Is bigger than the fan base that is more loyal.
yes, at the end of the day, and I keep thinking about this all the time when they make things easier for the lower level noobs that won't even play for more than what 5 minutes on Warframe, where people say, "Oh, it's too hard." Um,
And you're like, oh my god, this is way too easy. What do you mean?
exactly. Okay, when I can go on to Steel Path, which I'm almost done with Steel Path anyway. When I can go on to Steel Path and go up against level 999 enemies and literally basically one-shot them with a build that took me 30 seconds to pull off the internet, then your content's a little bit too easy. I love you, Warframe, but the noobs aren't your game. Okay? For Final Fantasy XIV, the noobs are your game. Unfortunately, the noobs outweigh the higher level players by a lot, and unfortunately, that's just how it is.
That's just because of the concept of Final Fantasy rating. It's just repeat what you have learned, what you have done, or like repeat until you can do it while you sleep. And that's just how it works. And for many people, or like too many people, it's really fucking boring to just repeat something until you can't do anything wrong there anymore because you just have the muscle memory and you just react without thinking. It's not for most mechanic. It's not something that changes. No random factor in the mechanic that makes people so like the so people have to actually focus on the fight. And when they do something like that, a random mechanic that could vary from like just the color of something they show you they are going to do. The people are not gonna pay attention to what is going on. People fail random mechanics most of the time in Final Fantasy. To the point where I actually asked people in the game if they just lost IQ, if they just lost brain cells while we are doing it. Because sometimes they get it right, and most of the time they're just fucking wrong.
Please use. Okay. So you're telling me. Okay. I'm trying to claim Black Desert Pearls from Twitch, and it says here that I can get 100 cron stones and a whole bunch of stuff. And it says, first of all, follow this link, sign into your Black Desert account, paste your code, and hit use. Your loot will be entitled to your account. Go to my page, go to web storage, redeem your reward by selecting the desired character. Your loot will now be in game. No count, yeah, and it says that, yeah, I get that, but I'm doing the PC user way, and it's like, ooh. Okay, so it's telling me here that I need a coupon code, and I have a coupon code from Twitch, and I'm like, okay, it says, okay, then you go to region, NA, do that, and then it says I am not allowed to use that coupon code for some reason. And claim this one. Grab this coupon code. I have successfully entitled that item. Okay. That one.
My suicide story must not be a good story if you can tell it.
Wow. Must not be a good story if you can tell. Okay, I guess I will not be getting that second one then. I will be going to my page. Fuck off. I I get, and I get at the end of the day, it's the noobs that support. It's the noobs that support the game at the end of the day, but
I feel like hardcore players support the game would support the game more than noobs, but like it's just a matter, a little matter. What am I even saying? I want to say matter. It's just a matter of numbers because it's easier to be bad at something than being good.
I mean, I don't ever remember being too particularly, fantastic at the game, but I remember, and this is gonna throw shade, and they're probably gonna be mad at me later. I remember being better at least. I remember at least being better than sort of a better tank than Delta was, although Delta always wanted the mission to go her way and no one else's way. And I played healer for a little bit, but I was never, as good as you, but I mean, I just kind of wish you would have forced your teachings on Rexy. It would have been so much easier to do missions with her. Just so much easier.
It's just the insecurities taking over, I would say.
I know, but at the end of the day, I felt like, once I got to a good place in the game, I could get all my stuff up to level 80. have all good gear for it, and then maybe sometime later I'll be raiding. That's just how I thought. I didn't think I would actually get bored with the game.
Well, it depends on which people you have around you, who you're playing the game with. If you can't play the game with people that you're friends with, of course you're gonna get annoyed of the game because you just can't play it because they hold you back, and maybe you don't have the motivation to go in alone or something like that. Like
That's the
me,
thing.
I always need people to play with me because I don't have the motivation to do things on my own.
See, that's the thing, is that I was not suffering from that problem. I was being nice and holding myself back so that both Rexy and Delta could play the story with me. It was also on a part of the story that is synonymously known for being boring. So, you know, I was in one of the DLCs that synonymously is known for being a boring place.
Stormblood.
Oh my god, Stormblood was so boring. It almost made me want to go buy a story skip for all of it and just, like, not do any of the story. Because, and I'm going to be honest now, that the stories and everything were told great. The characters are cute. The characters have their own personality. But at the end of the day, you cannot cover up a shitty story with that.
Well, in Stormblood it just feels like you're just running around doing errands, like in
Yeah?
Realm Reborn, the quest between Heavensward and Realm Reborn, where you just do fetch quests all the time. That's just how Stormblood felt, and I really didn't care for the story in Stormblood, to be honest. It didn't hook me at all.
The evil.
It was just kind of infuriating, if like annoying, if not infuriating me, because I was like, hey, this makes no sense. We just beat fucking dragons, ancient creatures, then we get fucked over by one random guy being the prince of the Galilean Empire. Then nothing happens that would strengthen our power, or anything that makes us more powerful, but then randomly we're almost as strong, if not stronger than this guy. Like, no story development, nothing. It just, yeah, you're like this, you just get stronger by default. I didn't felt like the Warrior of Light had to face any challenge in Stormblood story.
Oh, yeah. And Stormblood, I feel like Stormblood's one of those, it's just, I got so bored with Stormblood. And I really hate being, and this is gonna sound bad, and I really hate being bored with a game. Being bored with a game that I felt so strongly about, that I was like, when I started the game, I was like, oh my god, this game is so much fucking fun. It was so much fucking fun. It was fun. I like playing, blah 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 blah. Fuck.
I don't understand how people can say we start our session at this and this time and then just start gathering up, or just like slowly start gathering up that exact time. It means you're gonna be there 15 minutes early and you're gonna wait until everyone is there in time, and then you're gonna go in, start doing the content at the exact moment it gets to that time.
Oh yeah, no. You're correct. It's just following because of your friends whining. Please be prepared to be told fuck off in fucking German.
Wait, who said that? Who said that?
I'm streaming right now, and someone said that on my stream.
Like, why? Why?
Because he feels like we're whining, or he feels like you're whining about Final Fantasy being... I don't know why he says you're whining.
Oh no, I'm just saying people won't take it as serious as it needs to be taken, and they just fuck around and stuff like that while it's in a hardcore scene or hardcore environment, and that's just not how a hardcore environment works.
All I'm gonna say about that is that your group is a prime example of people who do not like to fuck around. They are
really good players and really disciplined, but I mean, every other group I have played with since then, it just disappoints me.
oops.
If you advertise your group or your static, whatever you want to call it, as hardcore, then you should do what it means, like act according to it, and not just fuck around.
What you're trying to say is if you're gonna be hardcore...
If you want to be hardcore, act according to it. Being hardcore is, to be honest, no fun at all. It's just hard work. I mean, at some point you feel kind of sense of accomplishment and reward, and it feels rewarding to do good, and that's kind of the fun of it. Being good or being hardcore, just having numbers or anything that tells you, yeah, you're good at what you're doing. But you have to put a lot of work and a lot of time into it.
Exactly. It's one of those things where you have to... It's one of those things where you have to, almost say, you know what? Okay, if you guys aren't gonna take this seriously, I'm gonna have to go find another group. And I've seen you do that way too many times, where you've just left a group because they're just not serious about it. Where you're helping somebody and they refuse to take it, you know. And they... And then at the same time, you almost don't want to be, you know, rude to the newer players, because the newer players don't know what they're doing. If I'm going to be hella honest, they don't know what they're doing. At the end of the day, they don't know what they are doing. You know what you are doing. Teach them what you want them to do. And if they don't...
No, it's more like, you don't pay my sub.
You don't pay my sub.
Let them play however they want to experience the game. No, in the right way, but the way they want to play.
I mean, if they're any, awful player like Crow is, if they're the type of player like Crow is, or like Noctis is, then they think they know everything. Just because they leveled up all their weapons up to 80 and have done, what, one raid? Maybe? 1 or 2 raids, maybe?
Extreme Trials. Such a meme.
I'm downright. I remember back in the day when I was playing with you and Rexy and even Netto back then. I remember a few people said to me in the chat that I was bad. This was when I used to play alone. I was playing alone for a little while. They said that I was bad, and I said, and? I'm one of those people who will tell you, depending on what game I'm playing, really, this hardcore depends on what I'm playing. Depending on what game I'm playing, I'm either bad or I'm good. And this goes for everyone. In Warframe, those same people would not be saying the same shit that they do they would not be saying, the same shit that they do in Final Fantasy to me in Warframe, because they damn well know I would whoop their ass. But then that's the thing is, then I'm on their turf when I'm in that game. They're in mine when they're in Warframe. And Yuri knows for a fact that once I start in on Warframe, there's just nothing left. You'd better just go sit in the corner while I'm killing everything on the fucking map.
Experience is you're far behind. Once you arrive, you're gonna start killing everything. If anything is alive, once you arrive, because you don't like bullet jumping, and you just start walking.
I start walking and things die.
No. The way I have you seen travel through most of the levels, just casually walking.
Yeah, because I don't give a shit. I wonder if this place will be a nice place for me to build my summer home. Oh, look, an enemy!
Look at these colors! Yeah. No, I have to leave now. I have to go raiding. I'll put up a stream if you want to watch anything.
Yeah, good luck with that. Come back once you're done. I haven't played this game in God knows how long, so pardon me if I don't know where I'm going. isn't going to be much gore in this game, is there? Aw, I wanted to do the dragon drop. Wait, is it called the Falcon drop? No, in Naruto it's called the Falcon drop. Okay, so I am going the right way. Okay, so find the faceplate. Oh man, I'm rusty. Not again! What are my combos? Got the key of courage. Let's see. Okay, so I actually do need to go back. Cool. Actually, that's actually a pretty cool save area. I mean, like, the Hawks or the, Hawks and stuff are pretty cool, but... We will be... Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is that... Till I finish all the games... I am going to dedicate a week to each game. Or I'm going to dedicate a week to beating each game. So, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna cancel Warframe Wednesday for now. Maybe. Who knows? I might get bored of these games really quickly. But, except for Razor's Edge. I never get bored of Razor's Edge. Ninjas? No, just him.
I see you have made it this far.
I'm not stupid. Yay.
Ah, the dragon sword. So your father is still in the sacred wilderness.
Yes. He has entrusted me with the sword while he continues his training. He never seems satisfied with the power he wields.
Someday you will come to understand the pursuit of power. Perhaps beginning with your training here. And what of the sister blade, the Dark Dragon? Has he left you in charge of protecting it as well?
It remains in the village under the protection of my father's clan. They will ensure that the sword remains untouched. Its dark power sealed.
It is a shame that such a sword must go untouched, such power unused. Alas, I am not of the dragon lineage. The sword is not of my concern.
Oh my god, Ayane must have been, what, 12?
Natsurai, the Hayabusa village. Master Ryu.
And yet again, his village gets attacked. Second one, it happens too.
I really do like the story for these games.
That was fun. Those 78 were from... Those 78 were from me, getting stuck in a room. Don't open so slow, thank you. Open. Okay, so what this game is telling me is that Ryu has always been a super ninja. Because, in the third game, which I had, my mother bought me, I think I was like 15 or 16 when it came out. My mother bought me the actual statue that came with this, of him fighting, the little girl's dad. And Chip, I had that whole thing. I'm kind of pissed that, I lost it when I became enless. That thing was like $100 too. Art of the Fire Wheel time, bitch. Wait, the Art of the Fire Wheel is, I think it's called like Nazi or something, in like Dead or Alive. Oh! Oh, no, this is an actual fire wheel, okay. No, I haven't played this game. Save. Why does my village always look like trash? Oh, what a view! Yay, fun.
A dark samurai clad in black armor.
We know she doesn't fucking die.
You do not attempt to fight it.
I think I remember hearing somewhere that the black, like the sword that that this clan guards, the black ninja sword. I hear somewhere that the black ninja sword the black dragon sword is his final weapon that he uses, but I don't remember which one he uses in the third one.
My network of ninja have uncovered the reason for the attack. The samurai who burned the village was Goku, lord of the greater fiends of the Vigor Empire. It appears as though the Vigor Emperor seeks the power of the Dark Dragon Blade.
Goku.
The Holy Vigor Empire, a strange dictatorship veiled in secrecy. Its exclusionist foreign policy makes for very few ways to enter the country. One of the only remaining routes is by airship to the capital city of Tehran.
hostile malefactor crossing the Vigor border. A search will be conducted immediately. Maintain current course and velocity. I repeat, maintain current course and velocity. We've received reports of a hostile malefactor.
I'm a super ninja, bitch.